Hi everyone, I'm Lyndelle and I'm bringing the encouragement today. So I guess my encouragement would be today is to ask you a question. And the question is have you got a promise that you're living by from God? Is there a promise that God's given you that is sustaining you and keeping you and holding you in a place of truth in Him and growing your heart more deeply into Him? Promises are really important to me, and the ones that God gives me are the ones that help me to have an intimate relationship with Him. And over the years, I've had a number of promises that God's given me, and one of the promises that's ringing true again for me today is something that I was texted a while ago from my dad. I was in a time where everything had changed. My world felt like it was upside down and that nothing would ever be the same again. And I got this text, and it was just a verse. It was Hebrews 13 verse 8. And the verse says, Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. And the message from Dad was, I don't know what's going on for you right now, but I just wondered what you thought of this verse and what it means to you at the moment. And I just suddenly this truth dropped into my heart that God was trustworthy yesterday, He's still trustworthy today, and He's going to be trustworthy in my future. And that is a promise that God's been bringing back to me over this last little while. One of the other promises that God constantly shows me is how much He loves me. And a long time ago, God brought along a flower, which was a symbol for me of His love. And the flower is a sunflower. And whenever I see a sunflower, it reminds me of, it speaks right directly to my heart that God loves me. And they just tend to pop up everywhere just when I need them. The other day I was walking through the high dependency unit at the hospital, and I looked out the window and I saw a couple of really big refrigerators that they'd brought in to cope with the loss of life. And in that moment, this terror gripped my heart at the potential thought of that. And I did spend too much time thinking about that. The next day when I went into the high dependency unit, there were these sunflowers everywhere, like big sunflowers, big heads, strong stalks, and they were just a number of different places in that ward, and I couldn't believe it. I was just like, wow, God, you're amazing. Again, you're showing me your love and reminding me that doesn't change. You are the same yesterday, today, and you will be the same forever. So I guess I'm asking you, what is a truth? What is a promise that God has given you? Do you need a promise from God? Then I would encourage you to go on a treasure hunt with Him and dig into His Word and find your own promise and ask God to speak it into your heart, because He will, He wants to, He's desperate to. He loves to remind us of His truth, and He brings it up just at the right time. So yeah, have a great day and enjoy this day and look for God's promises, because they're everywhere.